Hi guys, I'm here with Nassim. Nassim is a marketing consultant who knows a lot about Facebook ads. Hi Nassim.
Hi Aurelien, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on board. Nassim, it's been a long ride. He used to be one of my customers. He's from Algeria originally, so he speaks French, Arabic, and also English. I believe he moved to Canada, right, Nassim?
Yes, correct. Yes, it
Yeah,
was like 3 years
and
ago.
Yeah, exactly. And Nassim started. He was a really good. He started working for us, and he was very good. So he started uh, coaching customers, getting great results, and now he he earns a living as a marketing consultant. And I asked him to come and share with us how he runs a Facebook ad campaign. So go ahead, Nassim, please explain to us. So first, like what kind of results have you got for yourself or your customers? I think that would, be interesting for the people listening to us.
Yeah, sure. So basically, like you said, I started coaching System.io customers, and
Yeah.
we had great results at the beginning. Like we had people starting going from zero and now making 30, 40, 50K a month. And
Yeah.
one major strategy we had used all the time was Facebook ads. And for us now, we're making like between 40 and 50K a month. And our main traffic source is Facebook ads. So I think it's a major acquisition channel that everybody should have in his business.
Oh, that's great. That's very impressive. So could you please explain your strategy to grow a business with Facebook ads?
Yeah, sure. So today, what I want to share with you is how you can scale your business using Facebook ads. Because in order to scale any business, you need to have a lot of traffic coming in, and you need to have traffic that you control. Because if you don't control your traffic, you cannot. I mean, if you have a winning offer that's converting well, you cannot scale it, right? So you need to have a traffic source that you can control and that you can scale at will. So if you have like winning offer, or you have a good product, good results, and you want to make sure that a lot of people can see it, and Facebook ads allows you to do that. So today we'll see how you can structure your campaign the right way in order to get a consistent flow of new customers coming in each day to your business. So what we will see first is what are the different components of a successful campaign. And then we'll see what are the most common mistakes people make when they try to run Facebook ads campaigns. Then we'll see how to craft a powerful message that will allows you to be different from your competition and stand out in front of your customers. And then we will see what are the best practices in order to scale your Facebook ads campaign. So the first, let's have an overview, a bird view about the components that you need in order to have successful campaign. So basically you have 5 components. The first one is the right offer, because the offer is the most important thing. It's the most important part of any campaign. And if you don't have a very good offer, a very compelling offer, it will be hard to scale your business. It will be hard to scale, at least using Facebook ads. Because if you have like a mediocre offer with great copywriting and great marketing, it won't work. But if you have like an average, a great offer and average marketing, you can scale, because this is the most important thing. This is what will make people buy. So we start with that. The second thing is having the right sales process, because what Facebook will do is that it will allow you to attract traffic, to get people. But if you don't know how to convert them, it won't work. I mean, you have only traffic, you don't have customers, right? So the second component you need to work on and you need to optimize is your sales process. And having the sales process in order to sell your offer. The third thing is having the right targeting. So having traffic coming in into your funnels, into your offers is good, it's great, but having qualified traffic, it's better. What I mean by qualified traffic is that people that are going to buy, people that are most likely to buy what you have to offer. And this is where targeting is more important, because it will allow you to train Facebook to find you the right people. And you do that by working on your targeting. The fourth thing is your message, because when you start running your campaigns, people will start seeing your offer, and you have really few moments to capture their attention, because in today's world, people's attention is fragmented in different platforms, and you really have just few seconds. So you need to have a good hook to capture their attention at first, and then you need to have a right message in order to maintain their interest and increase their desire about what you have to offer. And a unique message will also allow you to be different from your competition. And the fifth thing, and I think it's very, very important, and like very few people work on that or give it the right interest, is the KPI. I mean, how you read your data, how you analyze your data. So just to give you an example, I started working with a customer, like it was 6 months ago. He was making €1,500 a month, and he has a campaign. He was spending like €20 to get customers that will buy at €100. And what he was doing is that his campaign was working well, so he was making sales, and then for a few days it stopped working. So his reaction was to, okay, if it stopped working, I will stop my campaign for a few days and launch it again. And he was doing that, so on and so on. So it was like at €1,500. So the first thing we did is that, okay, we have a campaign when we spend €20 and we get sell at €100. This is great. We have like 500 return on ad spend. So this is amazing. So the first thing we did is that, okay, we launched the campaign, we keep it, we don't stop it, and we start scaling it. Because just the way he was reading his results kept him from scaling his business and his offer. And like 3 months after that, he was at €18,000 a month. Just
great, awesome.
Yeah, because we change the perspective, the way we are reading our results. So it's important to read correctly your KPI and know exactly what are the most important metrics you need to look at. So we'll start with the foundation, which is the right offer. And like I said before, the offer is really the most important thing, because if you have a strong offer, it will be easier for you to scale, even if you have average marketing. But if you have a mediocre offer, it will be very, very hard to scale because people won't buy it. So the offer is the most important thing, or the most important part of your campaign. And this is why you need to spend a lot of attention and a lot of time to try to make your offer more compelling. And a little trick that you can use is that if you already have an audience, if you already have like several products, if you have an offer that's winning in your own audience, with your own audience, with your own email list, there is a chance that this offer will work on Facebook because you have proof of concept. But if you are starting out, so I will give you some advice in order to create a really compelling offer and increase your chances to have a successful campaign.
Okay.
And when we think about offers, what most people think is that they think about deliverables. So they said, okay, I have a coaching program and I will work with you for 2 months and we'll do 8 sessions. Okay, this is the deliverable. This is not what will make people buy. This is just a part of your offer, right? So you need to see your offer on, you need to optimize all the components of strong offer. So what are the components? The first thing, and the first thing to start with is what are the benefits, outcomes, and the results people will get after they buy or after using your product or service. This is what will capture people's attention, because this is what's interesting to them, how they can solve their problem or get to the result they desire. So the first thing you need to start off is what are the main outcome? What is the main outcome? What is the main results people will get after using my product or service? And what are the benefits? Because we have the results they will be getting, and you have like the benefits from these results, because it can have a lot of impact on their life. So to give you an example, if you have somebody who want to lose weight, right? So if like the outcome is to lose like 20 pounds in the next 30 days, just to give you an example. So the benefit is what will happen to him or her when they will get these results. Maybe this will increase their confidence. Maybe this will increase their self-esteem. They will look better. They will maybe do more things, and so on and so on. So this is the benefits, and you need to separate the result, the tangible thing people will get, and the motive. I mean, what motivates people to want to get this result? So to stay in the weight loss example, so people want to lose 20 pounds, okay? But what motivates them to want to lose this weight? This is what will make them buy. And you need to know that and use it in your copy. The second thing is the deliverable. So the first part is will speak to people's emotions, and this is what will make them buy. But at least some people need to justify their buying decision with logic, right? And this is when the deliverables come. So the job of the deliverables in your offer is to give the opportunity to people to justify their buying decision. And like you have a promise to help them lose 20 pounds in the next 30 days. And the deliverable, like you have a coaching program, you will do like 2 sessions a week for 4 weeks. So this will help people justify their buying decision with logic, right? And also they can see the process, how you are going to get them to the results. The third thing, and it's very important, and it really can change the performance of your campaign, is the pricing. And this is a thing that you need to test a lot in your campaigns, because pricing can change the dynamic of a campaign. And pricing in an offer, it's very important, but it's also important in your campaign. We had some campaigns where like we were selling products at $7. The campaign didn't work. I mean, it wasn't profitable. But when we changed the price, same product, same offer, same funnel, same everything, just we changed the price, we turned it into $27, and the campaign became profitable because we raised the price 4 times. It was 4 times more expensive, but the conversion rate didn't drop that much. So the price is a very important component. It's important in the offer, because if you have an offer that delivers great results and the value of the offer is very high and the price is low, more people will buy it. And the price in another order is not just this. That doesn't mean just, okay, lower your prices, because sometimes when you lower your prices, you lose in credibility. Because if you have a higher value offer with a very low price, sometimes it doesn't work because people think, what's the catch? Why the price is so low? So they think it's like, okay, it's cheap product, it's not a good product. So pricing is very important and you need to test it. There is no way to know in advance what's the best pricing you can use. The best way is to test it, to do multiple tests and to see the result each time, to measure the conversion rate and to measure the CPA, the cost per acquisition, and the average order value, and see which one will convert best. Just to give you an example, we had an offer like at $97, and it was converting at 15%. It was an upsell, and we turned the price into $197, and the conversion rate increased. So not only we increased the price and the revenue, but the conversion rate increased. And because people at the beginning thought, okay, it's if it's cheap, so it doesn't have a lot of value, right? So pricing is a very important component, and you need to test it and work on it. The fourth part is the bonuses. So great offer is an offer where people get more value than the price you are asking. And giving bonuses is a very effective way to do that, because bonuses will increase the perceived value of your offer and make more people buy. And you will have some customers who will buy your product or service or offer just because of the bonuses, because one of the bonuses is interesting to them, so they buy it just for it. So you will not only increase the value of your offer, but you will also have some people that will buy just for the bonuses. And what I would recommend is to have at least 3 bonuses with your offer, 3 to 6 bonuses. So for the bonuses, you need to, it's not just, okay, you will take any product and add it as a bonus. The bonus need to be related to the main offer. The best way to see it is that the bonus will allow people to get to the results quickly, more easily, without doing a lot of effort. So it will decrease the effort people needs to do in order to get to the result. And this way, the bonuses will come and complement your main offer, your main product, and this will give it more strength. The fifth part is the guarantee. Every buying decision comes with a risk. What if your product isn't good enough? What if you don't deliver? What if they won't get the results? So all those questions people ask themselves, and sometimes it can prevent them from buying. So offering a guarantee is a great way to take away the risk from your customers, and it will increase your conversions. So there is different kind of guarantees you can offer. You have the 30-day guarantee. You have lifetime guarantee. You have a result guarantee. So basically, the 2 first is a guarantee when if people wanna their money back, they just need to contact you and send you an email. It's an unconditional guarantee. And the results guarantee is that it can be conditional or unconditional, but you can say, okay, if you use our product and you don't get the results, we will refund you. So this way you will take away the risk from your customers, and this will give them more confidence to buy your offer. And the last thing is testimonials. This is a very, very powerful way, because testimonials is what will make people trust trust your product or your service or your company. Because you can make all the promises you want, but I mean, what is the proof that your product works really? And testimonial is the way to communicate that to your customers. And if you have a lot of testimonials, you will have like social proof, and this will increase a lot of your conversion, especially if you are selling high ticket. Testimonials is a very powerful way, because you can use them in your ads, but also you can use them in the follow-up sequences you have. And it's a very, very powerful way to get more customers, especially if you are selling a high ticket offer. So this is the 6 part of compelling offer, and try to take this like checklist and see, list all the benefits, outcomes, and results of your list. At first, the main results, main outcome, list all the benefits, list all your deliverables, define at least 4 price points to test, and define 3 to 6 bonuses. Add the guarantee. You can start with a 30-day guarantee or result guarantee. And if you have testimonials, start with testimonials. Just to conclude with testimonials, if you are starting out, what I would recommend you to do, especially if you are selling a high ticket, is to try to get your customers as soon as possible, even if you lower your price at the beginning. And the goal is just to get testimonials. You can even start by making a deal with people. You say, okay, I will help you get this result in exchange of testimonial. I will do it for free in exchange of testimonial. And this investment you will make will give you a huge return after that. The second part of successful Facebook ads campaign is the sales process. And basically is where is your funnel, or where you will send people. So when you go to like system.io, you will create your funnel. And your sales process, it depends from what kind of offer are you selling. So if you are selling a low ticket offer, you will have a different sales process. And if you are selling a high ticket offer, you will also have a different sales process. So like I said, it depends on your pricing. Basically, the rule we use is that if you have a product that costs less than $300 or $200, you can sell it with a sales page. And if your offer is more than 300, like between 300 and $1,000 to $2,000, you can sell it with a webinar and sales page. And if it's higher than 1,000, I mean between 1,000 and 10K or more, you can sell it with a VSL, which is a video sales letter, or a webinar and phone call. So basically, there is 2 sales processes we use in our campaigns. The first one is we sell a low ticket offer. So we send people to an opt-in page, and they register here in exchange of a free gift, like a free ebook or free video or free course or training. So in order to get their email list, just after they subscribe, they're sent to a sales page. And after that, if they click on the button, they will be redirected to an order page with an order bump, which is an offer or another product that you offer to people when they will do the checkout. And after that, we recommend to have 3 one-click upsells just after the order page. Now, for the upsells, what I would recommend is you need to put your main focus on the first upsell, because this is the most important one, because most people will see this upsell and they want, I mean, not everybody will see the second and third one. This is the first thing. And the second thing I would recommend is that the price on the upsell needs to be higher than the main product you are selling. Because when somebody buys one of your product, they are more likely to buy another one, because they are in like buying mode and their trust is high. They trust you. They trust you and your company. So they are more likely to buy a higher product. And basically, like you will have like 20% of people who will take your upsell. So focus on the first upsell. This is the first advice I can give you. And the second thing is make the price higher and test the pricing of your upsell, because it will highly impact your the performance of your campaign. The second sales process is for people who are selling like high ticket offers. And what we do here is that we send people to an opt-in page in exchange, when they give you their email, in exchange of a webinar or a video, case study or VSL. Just after that, they will be sent to a VSL, where VSL is like 30-minute video when you give some value, and at the end you ask people to schedule a call with you in order to speak with you on the phone. A webinar is like more 1 hour or 90 minutes presentation, where you start by giving value and some content, and at the end you ask people to schedule a call. So what's the difference between both? The VSL will get you more calls than the webinar, but people who will schedule from a webinar will be more qualified. So if you are starting out, what you want to do is to have calls with as many people as you can. So I recommend you start with the VSL, because this will give you the opportunity to have a lot of calls and to train and learn how to sell on the phone. And when your calendar becomes really full and you cannot have more people, this time you can start focusing more on quality and go to a webinar. So after that, you have a phone call when you will try to close people on the phone, and if they decide to buy, you give them the link to the order page and then the thank you page. So this is the main sales processes we use, and you can have a combination of both. I mean, you can have use one of them or use them at the same time. It depends on what you have as products and your strategy, but this is the main sales process we use in our campaigns. The third thing is the targeting. How can you target the right customers? And Facebook ads is, the algorithm is really powerful for targeting, but what you need at first is like to feed him with data, right? So I'll give you some advice on how you can do your targeting. First thing is, we notice that larger audiences works better on Facebook. So try to target at least an audience with a 500,000 people at least, and it ideally is millions of people, because it will cost you less. The CPM, which is how Facebook charge you, the cost for showing your ads to 1,000 people will be lower, so it costs you less to get people to see your ads. This is the first thing. And also Facebook will have a larger inventory of people, so it will be more effective. And we have noticed that with the recent iOS 14 update, we have noticed that larger audiences works better, especially for lookalike audiences. They tend to work better because there is more people in it, so it gives Facebook more room to find the right people. And when it comes to audiences, the main key is testing. You cannot know at the beginning which audience will perform the best, because there is a combination in your ads between your message and your audience. And you can have an hypothesis at the beginning. You can have an idea about what will be working, but the only way to be sure is to test. And what I would recommend is to test at least 30 audiences, and each audience correspond with an interest, right? So if you are like if you are selling a business course, like you will sell people like that are interested about entrepreneurship, they are interested about some influencers and so on and so on. So each audience corresponds to one interest, and you test 30 different audiences. You can start with small budget. If you don't have, your budget is tight, you can start like with at least, I would say, 5 to 10 audiences at $2 to $3 each, and start with that and continually adding new audiences. If you have a higher budget, you can start with 30 audiences at $5 to $10 each one. And then after that, after like 4 to 5 days, you will start getting the results. And the idea is to stop the audiences that are not working well and maintain and scale those who are converting. And for those who didn't convert, it doesn't mean that they are dead. It just means that maybe you need to test a different angle on those audiences. Sometimes it works like that. and you need to focus more on the main audience. So if you have a customer base, I would recommend that you start with lookalike audiences. They tend to convert better and they're very effective. So if you have like a customer list, or if you have a Facebook page with real people and like you have an organic audience that you built, or if you have a website like a blog and you have some traffic coming in this blog, you can start by making lookalike audiences from your customers, from your leads, from people who likes your page and people who are visiting your website. And what I would recommend is you have lookalike audiences up to 5%. So you have one lookalike at 1%, one at 2%, 3%, and so on and so on. And this will give you a lot of audiences to test. You test each of them for 4 to 5 days, see the results, see your KPI. The ones that are converting well, scale them. The ones that are not converting, just stop them. This is the best way to target your audiences on Facebook. The third thing is the right hook or the right creative. So the challenge in Facebook is to capture people's attentions, because there is a lot of noise. There's like 350 million new images uploaded into Facebook every day. So there is a lot of noise. And like I said before, people's attentions is fragmented. So that they cannot focus. They're not really focused, and you have few seconds to convey your message. So this is why your creative, your hook, your headline, and your image are crucial, especially the image or the videos. And you need to test also the same thing apply at this part of the ads. You need to do a lot of testing here. What I would recommend is that you test 10 different creatives, images and videos, and try to, when you test your images, try to have different kind of images, right? So this will give you, will increase your chances to find the winning one. I would recommend also to have some text on your images for more clarity about your offer, because if you have just an image without any text, what we have seen that it convert less, because you have, I mean, people cannot understand quickly what's your ads is about, so they need to read your copy. So this is why I recommend to have text in the images. I would recommend also to have the word free in your headline and your image, because it's a very, very powerful word. It's what will give you a lot of results. We did tests on that, and when we take away the word free, it converts less, because people want to get free stuff, right? So use the word free in your headline and your images. When you will start your campaign, if you are in a tight budget, I would recommend to start with 3 to 4 images. I mean, you will test 10, but not at the same time, right? So test like 3 at the beginning, see how they perform, and if you have images that don't perform well, you can take them away and replace them with another one and see how it works, right? So the last thing about the hook you will have or on your headline is to have a very specific headline. People's attention is very low, so we have few seconds to convey our message. And what I would recommend, this formula, is you start with the word free, and then I get our proven 3-step formula to result. Get our 3-step formula to stay motivated all the time. Get our 3-step formula to have an organized home, and so on and so on. So try to have a number on your headline, have the word free, and highlight the results, the main results people want to get with your product, or when they will be using your product or your offer. The fourth thing is your message. And what I mean by message is what the copy you will have in your ad. And this is important, but it's less important than the image. So you can have the same copy and change only the images, and it will work well. So we have a formula we use in the messages, and it's like that. You start with a hook. It's the first sentence people will see, and I recommend here to start with a question. Questions work well because when you ask questions, our brain automatically will try to find an answer. So this will capture people's attention. And then the second part is you lead with a story, because people love stories, and it's easier for you to convey your message with a story. And the story will, you will talk about yourself, what's the problem you're trying to solve, and if you have any authority. So I will give you an example. You can start with the question, how many customers did you get last month? And this is the first part. This is the hook. The second part, the story, you can say something like that. In the past few years, we have helped more than 200 people get more customers, more customers online. We observed that there is 3 things that people need to put attention to in order to get huge results. I have made a free video training when I show you the 3 steps in order to get more customers. Click here to get this course. This is like when we went from the hook and then story, authority, and solution. But also you can talk about the problem, why people are not getting customers. So like if I am selling a Facebook ads course, what I will do is that I will start with how many customers did you get last month? If you look online, you will find a lot of solutions of people asking you to go to Facebook groups and make comments and be present on social media. The problem with that is that it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and it delivers mediocre results. The best solution is to make ads that will allow you to attract customers automatically and with more, and will give you more results. This is the same strategy we have used in the last few years, and we have helped hundreds of people getting customer using this method. And I have made a short video training, and when I will show you the 3 main things you need to have in your campaigns in order to get automatically customers, and then you have a call to action. What you can also do is have more curiosity in your message. So you talk about the problem, you talk about the results, but you don't talk about the solution. You don't explain exactly what is the solution. This is very effective. But the best way to do it is do it through a story, right? And the last thing is the call to action. What's the next step? What people should do now? And this is like, I have made the video training when I will show you XYZ. Click here to get the video training for free. Just the call to action. This is the structure we use for the Facebook ads. You can also have like a short text, just like get our proven 3-step formula to lose weight. Avoid to use the word lose weight on Facebook because they don't like that. But to give you another example, get our proven 3-step formula in order to get an organized home, right? So this will give you can use only that and mention that it's free, and it will work. Test it with a longer copy and see which one converted better. The last thing is the KPIs, and this is a very, very important part of any Facebook ads campaign, is the way you see your results and the way you will analyze your results. And it's a very important part. And here's the most important KPIs you need to look at. The first one is the return on ad spend. This is the main KPI. This is what will show you how profitable your ads are. This is the main KPI. And what you will see is how much money did you spend and how much money did you make. If you are profitable, you are making profit, the only thing you need to do here is to scale your ads. Don't ask yourself, don't try to change something that's working. If your return on ad spend is positive, this means that your campaign is working and you don't need to ask yourself any question. Just start scaling. The second case is when you are like, your return on ad spend is like 0 or almost 0, so you are break even. What you will do here, mainly what I would do is that I scale. I will also scale while trying to optimize and get better results. Why? Because if my return on ad spend is 0, this means I am building my email list for free, and I will have a list of people that I can sell other products after that using email. So at this point, you can also scale your ads. The third case is when your ads are not profitable, like you are losing 20%. And this depends on your strategy. So if you have a strong backend, you can keep scaling because you will get a return in the next 30 days. And I have customers who have that, because when you really start scaling very high, you will be confronted to this problem, because at a larger scale, it converts less. I mean, in the like 7-day window, it's hard. It becomes harder to get positive ROI. So at this point, what you need to look at is, what is your lifetime value? How much time do you need in order to get your money back? Is it 30 days? Is it 60 days? Is it 7 days? Is it 90 days? You need to have this information. And based on this information, you can decide if you need to scale or not. Okay, but this doesn't mean that you don't have to optimize. You keep optimizing, but you don't. If like you are break even, or you are looking like using small part of your money and you have a strong backend, you can scale at this point while keep trying to optimize and getting better result. Because if you don't scale, I mean, you will lose time. You will lose time and you will lose money. So what we do is that always we try to have a strong backend in order to increase our chances to get a positive ROI. And we try continuously to optimize the ads, trying to find new audiences, try to like put new offers, try to test different angles, different hooks, which will help optimize the offers. The second thing you need to see, to observe, is the CPA, which is the cost per acquisition. How much does it cost you to get a customer? And this is an important part, because this is what will tell you which audience is working best or not. Because if you have like positive campaign, you have 5 audiences, 2 of them you have a very good CPA, and 2 of them have a higher CPA. Just by stopping the ads with a higher CPA, you will increase your ROI automatically. But when you will look at the CPA, don't look just at how much it costs you. You need to look at with the third metric, which is the average order value. And you need to have a ratio between them, between the CPA and the AOV. And basically what you want is that the average order value is higher than your CPA. This is what you will be looking for. Because sometimes you have a campaign, you have a CPA like let's say $100, and you try to optimize it, but you cannot get lower than that. So what do you do? What do you do at this point? What you can do is you can try to optimize your average order value. Because if you make $200, let's say you are making your CPA is $100 and your average order value is $100. If you cannot lower your CPA, what you can do is increase your average order value. If you make it 150, your campaign will become profitable. So you need always to observe the cost per acquisition and the average order value, and try to work on both of them at the same time. So your goal is try to lower your CPA and increase your average order value each time. And this is how you can optimize your ads. Because if you have an average order value that is higher than your CPA, automatically your return on ad spend will be higher. the two last metrics you need to observe are the cost per lead, CPL, and cost per click. So this is predictive metrics. So those metrics can tell you about if your campaign will be profitable or not, especially if you are selling high ticket, because when you sell high ticket, the buying cycle of people is longer than if you are selling low ticket products. So when you will launch your campaign, sometimes you get results quickly, just after launching it, but sometimes it takes some time because people need to see your webinar and then schedule a call. So they maybe schedule it 3 days from now, and then you make the call with them. You cannot, maybe you won't close on the first call. Maybe you will need to have another call, or maybe you need to follow up. So the buying cycle is longer. So if you have like 3K offer and you spend $300, that doesn't mean, and you didn't make any sale, that doesn't mean that your campaign won't work. It means that it's too early to know. So at this point, what metrics can we observe? The first metric is the cost per lead. How much does it cost us to get a lead? The second metric is how much does it cost us to get a call, a scheduled call? And the third metric is how much does it cost for us to get a click? So the CPL will indicate how performant is your ads and your opt-in page. The CPC is indicate how much your ads is performing. So if you have a higher CPC, cost per click, or a lower click-through rate, at this time, what this means that your ad is not performing well, that you need to maybe try another angle or another creative, another image, right? If you have a higher cost per call, this means that maybe your VSL isn't converting well. So if you have a good CPC, but a higher cost per call, maybe it means that your VSL or your webinar isn't converting well, or your funnel isn't converting well. So based on the metrics you will see, you can take the right decisions. So basically, this is it. This is how we create and scale Facebook ads campaign.
Wow, Nassim, thanks a lot. That was really amazing. Yeah, no, I mean, this is great. So if people want to learn more about what you're doing, you know, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
So they can go to my website, which is nassimzaidi.com, and they can just go to the website.
Okay, that's great. So we will put a link below the video. So thanks a lot, Nassim, for taking the time to share with us the strategies that you use to scale your customers' business to literally dozens of thousands of dollars per month. That's really amazing. Thanks a lot, and hope to see you soon.
My pleasure, Aurélien. Thanks for having me. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.